Look, baby, when a woman is interested in you, she will make it happen. She gonna make it happen. She gonna fix it where y'all gonna run at each other all the time.
She is? How she gonna do that?
Oh, she gonna fix it. Don't worry. Y'all know how to do that. Shit, is you crazy? No, I'm serious. Listen.
The woman gonna fix it up if she likes
When
him.
a woman don't like you, you can put money out there and money move all things. But now if she got a detrimental dislike for you, you can stack money up taller than the High State building and she ain't going.
You tend to see that a lot with single mothers.
Yeah.
Where they've had to, they have to do everything on their own.
Preach.
Work 2 and 3 jobs.
Right. Girl, I know.
Struggle.
Hello.
So like once you quote unquote get it out the mud, it's hard to be like, oh, well, I don't have to do that for you. I can do this for myself.
Yeah. Right.
I know plenty of older women that because they built themselves up, got all this money, which is fine. It's amazing, but they can't let that go. Like they can't leave that where they make it at. They have to bring, anytime their man does something, oh, well, you don't have to be here. This is my house. And I did this and I did that. And
Now, when you think about what she just said, anytime their man does something, they tell him,
well, you don't have to be here. This is my house. I bought this house. I made this money.
any man who has his own is not going to deal with an independent woman. So the man that she has is a man who's going to come and move in with her because it's an upgrade to his life.
it's a trauma response.
It is. It's a
having
protective.
to be forced to be that
Yeah,
way.
it's a defense mechanism.
You could have gone anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere. Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA. That's what I mean when I say she buys into the process of your progress. That's what I mean when I say, what value does she bring to your life? She has to bring some value to your life. And I'm not talking about money when I say value. I'm talking about value to your life. I ask men all the time, put a 1 in the chat. I want everybody, and be honest, man, put a 1 in the chat if you know at least one woman that'll hold you down if you caught a 10-year bid. Now, I ain't talking about what you think. I'm talking about what you know based on the actions that she's already shown.
I thought he was too nice. I thought I would walk all over him.
I don't know what it is. There is this thought out there. I want me a soldier. I want me a hard dude. And those are the worst guys to get because they're not nice to you. And you get a nice guy and you're worried like, I don't want him. Why wouldn't you want a nice guy? I mean, they always say nice guy finish last. That's because women are foolish.
The reality of the scenario is that's the woman who has value. All these pretty little things bopping around all over the place, man, that's cool for some fun.
I would love to be married. That's fun, but I would definitely be like, it would be definitely an open marriage.
Okay.
Because I can't, like, nothing wrong with people being with someone forever, but I'm not gonna stay here and really like tell myself, okay, so I'm only gonna this one for the rest of my life. That's fucked up. It's not like we have body parts for a reason. Let's explore them. You know what I'm saying?
Like different body parts from different people.
Yeah. Explore them. Like, we're so many people in this world. Do we really want one person forever?
7 billion people.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of,
It's crazy because like,
and what? It's like win-win.
If you only got one of those, that's the only woman of value you have in your entire life. Not because you know she'll hold you down if something like that happened, because she's put in the work to make you confident that she would do that. And the bottom line is that started off by her being a woman that liked you. I guarantee you that it wasn't a woman who you had to cold approach and you had to do all this dating and whining and dining, and you had to convince her to like you, and you had to do all that, man. And man, let me tell you something. You ain't have to do all that. You ain't have to make her like you. You ain't had to convince her to like you. You had to do none of that, because I promise you, any woman you had to convince to like you is not going to hold you down through nothing like that, because if you had to convince her to like you, she really don't like you. She's tolerating you.
Believe it or not, in Atlanta is either BBL or natural, and the BBLs is taken over. I think it's just very crazy to me that how a woman could have a BBL and you guys will literally go pay for her bills, her rent, her car note, her food, her groceries. But then you get a woman like me that's working, doing all this business by myself, for myself. I don't need you. I want you.
So what? You wanting me is not some major thing? Unless it's finna benefit the process of my progress. You already said you can't do that. And it's not because those women have a BBL. Those women who have a BBL know that they want to have soft, feminine, shapely, curvy bodies so they can curl up under a man and make him fall for their femininity. She's focusing on the things that a man wants to interact with. This woman is sitting here talking about doing all this business for herself. She sound like she's reading off a dude resume. So she has the resume of a dude. And she's wondering why guys want a woman who doesn't have that resume, because we want feminine women. That's what we want.
We want a woman who's feminine.
We don't want a woman who's out here in the rat race, because the rat race will turn you into me.
And you telling me just to like hold it down, just wait. Baby, you're not Future. I'm not waiting.
I feel like men
I'm not waiting.
really want the more shallow women because the shallow women don't challenge them as much as women like me.
Sounds to me like you're shallow, looking at people for a certain thing that doesn't resonate with who they are internally. It's the same thing with you. You're saying about money and you're doing all this business for yourself. Not once. You didn't say anything about her personality. You didn't say anything about your own. You didn't say anything about her spiritual astutness. You didn't say anything about your own. You didn't say anything about her ability to submit. You didn't say anything about your own. You didn't say anything about her ability to be ride or die. You didn't say anything about your own. Even when you talked about you and your money, you said nothing about how that's going to benefit the man. You just talked about you have all these things that you're doing for yourself and you're doing this. The bottom line is you never focused on being feminine. You never focused on being beautiful, the type of beautiful that a man would want. Here's the difference, man. The independent woman, her thoughts are independent about everything. What she thinks is beautiful is independent. She don't care what a man wants. What she thinks is sexy is independent. She don't care what a man like. What she thinks is feminine is her thing. She don't care what a man like. And that's the problem. All this not caring what a man like makes a man not like you. But there's another woman over there who says, okay, men like this. Let me enhance mine. Okay, men like this. Let me change this. Men like this. Let me change this.
Women that are placeholders and you have women that are game changers. The placeholders in Atlanta, they make it hard for us game changers.
You game changers make it hard for yourself. Nobody wants a game changer. The placeholder woman is fine. Because here's why the placeholder woman is fine. Because in the life of a busy man who's on his mission, getting about his business, he's embracing the purpose that he was meant to be here. He only has a place in his life for a woman. A place.
Men, if you can't afford to date, don't date. I'm sorry if you got used and abused by some woman who just used you for a free meal. That really just comes with part of the dating territory. Like, I get it, you're jaded, but what does that have to do with me? Like, I'm sorry, you need to use better discretion. That has nothing to do with, like, women in general. Don't pin up.
Man, I'm not taking no woman nowhere with that much damn makeup on her face. Man, listen, if I was in the dating game, the first place me and a woman ever went, it would be somewhere where she ain't even had to get fly like that. I have her at an amusement park or a theme park somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I have her somewhere doing something. I have her somewhere playing ice hockey or I have her somewhere like that. I have her somewhere where she can dress down. And if she come dressed down with a full face beat, you already know.
The next chick just because you took the wrong chick out to eat. And you know what? If you're just like, hey, I don't want to be spending this much money on dates, that's fine. Take a break from dating. Re-up your money. Go donate some plasma. Do whatever you got to do, because I'm not about to go on some cheap date to like Applebee's or Fridays because you mad at the old chick who used you for a free meal. Use discernment. If you don't have it, pray for it.
He has a place in his life for a woman. He's not going to go get into a woman's life in the place that she has.
Yeah, she's cooking for you every day because she wants to get that green card. Melissa, my friend, even if we don't cook every day, we can still get green card. And have you not noticed that a lot of your people in the Western world, they go to the Philippines to find us Filipina? Yep, that's right. And you know what I discovered in the Western world, especially Western women? Cooking for their husband is a big deal, and apparently it's hard to do. But for us Filipina, cooking is nothing. cooking is super easy thing to do. We can cook everything, and heck, we can even cook our husband if they cheat on us. And I know that a lot of girls here in the Western world, they cook their husband microwavable food. If not, McDonald's and French fries. That's all.
He has a place in his life for a woman. What he needs in that place is a placeholder. Even when you want to go into the marriage talk, wife is a place in a man's life. It's not even a relationship. It is a place in a man's life. You take those vows say forever. Although we know that's not likely, but that's what those vows say. So that's a place in a man's life. You want to be a game changer? I don't want you to change my damn game. A game changer is going to change whenever they want to. They're going to change the game whenever they want to, whenever they see benefit. The reality is we want a woman who's going to be open to allow my masculine energy to tap into her feminine energy, which means that she's going to have to constantly be in her feminine energy the same way I'm constantly in my masculine energy. She's going to have to constantly be in it. And if she's not, we're not going to even be compatible energy wise. That's why I tell you, men, to focus on the energy, man. I've always talked about alpha energy, man. Focus on the energy. And the reality is, man, being independent makes a woman strong as opposed to simply being a woman who accepts that she needs a man to be complete. A feminine woman needs a man to be complete. An independent woman needs a man to be complete. The only problem is the feminine woman is actually trying to be complete. The independent woman has done too much to sacrifice. Let me tell you.